Welcome to Echoes of Enlightenment, where we talk about spirituality, life lessons, and overall self-development. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the power in our intentions. I wanted to talk about the power of intention and how we don't realize how much of a part it plays in our life. There's a lot of energy that's built in our intention. And some might be like, what do you mean, our intention? It's the things we intend on doing. There's just as much power on the things that we intend on doing, whether we follow through with the act. Soon as you create an intention in your mind, that's energy that you're using to manifest what you're going to bring into reality. For example, say you want to do something nice for one of your friends. You're like driving down the street and you look over and there's a snow cone stand. And you're like, oh, one of my good friends or, somebody that I know lives over here around the block. And we used to work together and occasionally we'll go get snow cones and they always freaked out about snow cones. And you haven't even talked to this person in a while. But you look over and you see a snow cone stand and you're like, I'm just going to buy one and I'm going to take it over to my friend. I'm going to surprise them. Say it's a Saturday where they probably would be home or something. But, you're just trying to do, it's a nice gesture. You're intending on doing something nice for a friend. So you buy that snow cone, that same kind they like, and you go there and they're not home. So you're like, dang, you can't just leave it on the, the porch or anything because it's just going to melt. So you just keep driving and you end up eating it. See, most people would be like kind of sad about that situation. They're like, dang, I tried to do something good. Now it just, I'm going to eat it. I didn't really want it. I was just trying to do something nice for somebody. But what they don't really realize is when you put that power of intention out into the universe, it's an energy field that comes from you because it's coming from it's coming from your heart. It's coming from a genuine place in your heart. It's straight, pure love that you were putting out there. There was nothing behind it. There was no manipulation or anything attached to it. You saw that and it made you think you saw that snow cone stand and it made you think of a friend. And you're like, oh my God, this is going to make my buddy or my friend or whatever so happy. They're going to be just surprised. That energy right there is out in the universe now. So since that energy was so pure that you put out there, but you didn't get a chance to finish the whole act. You intended on getting this, so you got it. Then you intended on handing it to him. But since you didn't get a chance to hand it to him, you thought it was over. But that energy is still out in the universe. That vibration is still present because you created it. It's just like at a basketball game. People talk about I don't even really care about the game. I just like the energy that's in there. See, we feel energy. It's in the air. So what happened by you putting that intention on doing a nice thing for your friend? Later on, it doesn't even have to be the same day, but something to the same equivalent of that energy you put out, that happiness that they would have got by you handing them that snow cone, they're going to get it from somewhere else. That energy is going to hit somebody else that's by them. And they're going to be like, oh, I feel like doing something nice today. Say your friend is like getting a cup of coffee, somewhere like Starbucks or just wherever they like to go. Somebody might just have a wild hair to pay it forward. And while your friend's standing in line, somebody just pays for their coffee or whatever they ordered. And how happy they would have been if they would have received your snow cone. That's the level of happiness that they're going to get from somewhere else. Just because it didn't come from you doesn't mean that it's just null and void and it's gone. That energy that love was still put out there. And it'll come back in a different way. Because it's still out there floating around. So it's going to hit somebody. And you might not even know that your friend got a free coffee. But the intention is still there. I mean, the positive effect of the intention you put out was still there. So it's not gone. So you should know that when you're putting out good intentions to do nice things for people, even if you don't get to see it manifest through your eyes, it still manifests later in some type of way. But you can't be like, okay, well, let me just put out some good intentions. Let me intend on doing some good stuff and not really do it to save my money, and then I'll get the benefit later. No, it doesn't work like that, because that's starting from a manipulation. That's not genuine. Anything that starts from a manipulation standpoint is going to be that equal. You're going to get that equal response back, and that's a low vibrational. Chances are, when you're doing that, all you're doing is welcoming in bad karma. You're welcoming bad karma now, because now you're like, and that's ridiculous, because you're adding bad karma to yourself for no reason. It doesn't necessarily, you don't only get bad karma from physically doing something. It doesn't have to manifest all the way through for bad or good karma to come. If you have, like, say you have a bad intention for somebody. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this when they come around. But what if they don't show up? Just because you didn't do that bad thing to those people, to that person, doesn't mean that the karma's gone. You put that intention, you thought you were going to be doing something. That's how things manifest. Your thoughts become reality. That's how it starts. You put an intention in your mind, like, I intend on doing this. And then chances are it's going to manifest later. But just because you don't get to follow it all the way through doesn't mean that it's just wiped clean. You put that, it's like we create karma, and good karma and bad karma all day, every day. Everything we do, we're putting something out into the universe. I'm going to end this right here. Until next time.